One morning, you bend down to tie your shoe, and something feels different. Not painful, just unfamiliar. Maybe it's the stiffness in your back, or the way your balance feels off. Or maybe, deep down, it's the realization that your body doesn't recover the way it used to. Aging can feel like a silent shift, slow, subtle, and rarely talked about. But here's the truth. There are changes happening in a man's body after 60 that no one warned you about. And if you're not paying attention, these changes can steal your energy, your strength, and even your independence. But here's the good news. Understanding these shifts gives you the power to do something about them. Before we dive deep into what really happens to a man's body after 60, if you're looking for a community dedicated to embracing every stage of life with wisdom, joy, and practical strategies, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now on Aging Gracefully 60. We're here to guide you through the journey of aging, not just gracefully, but powerfully. Around the age of 60, many men experience a noticeable decline in muscle mass, a process known as sarcopenia. It doesn't happen overnight. It creeps in slowly, silently, until one day you realize that lifting a bag of groceries or pushing a lawnmower feels heavier than it used to. The frustrating part? This loss of strength isn't always tied to physical activity. Even active men can experience it because it's largely driven by hormonal changes, particularly the decline in testosterone and growth hormone. You might not see the change immediately in the mirror, but you'll feel it in your grip, in your legs, in your energy. But here's the solution: resistance training. And no, you don't have to become a gym rat or deadlift 300 pounds. Simple bodyweight exercises, push-ups, squats, planks, done consistently can preserve and even rebuild muscle. Pair that with protein-rich meals and a healthy amount of sleep, and your body has what it needs to fight back. It's not about getting ripped. It's about maintaining function and independence. Because when muscle goes, mobility often goes with it. And that's something you don't want to lose. Perhaps you felt this too. You're eating the same as you always have, maybe even cutting back a little, but your pants are tighter, and the scale just keeps climbing. This isn't your imagination. After 60, metabolism naturally slows down. Your body burns fewer calories at rest, which means those extra bites and snacks that used to have little effect now seem to stick like glue. Even worse, the weight tends to settle in the belly, what doctors call visceral fat, which is linked to serious health risks like diabetes, heart disease, and even certain cancers. So what can you do? First, recognize that your body's needs have changed. Start tracking your intake, not obsessively, but intentionally. Focus on nutrient-dense foods, leafy greens, lean proteins, whole grains, and healthy fats. Add more fiber to keep digestion smooth and sugar cravings in check. And don't underestimate the power of walking. A brisk 30-minute walk every day can stoke your metabolic fire and help keep that belly fat at bay. Think about how this might apply to your own life. Are there hidden calories sneaking in each day? Are you giving your metabolism the movement it needs to stay active? If you're still with me, leave a comment below with one healthy habit you've added or want to add after turning 60. Your support means a lot, and it helps us make sure you don't miss another video from Aging Gracefully 60. It's a simple truth, isn't it? No one wants to talk about it, but it affects so many men. Changes in sexual performance, lower libido, and even emotional flatness. Testosterone levels naturally decline with age, and after 60, the drop can feel steep. It's not just about sex, though that can be frustrating enough. Low testosterone can mean less motivation, more fatigue, and a subtle loss of vitality. You might feel less like yourself and not even know why. Here's the good news. There are ways to support healthy testosterone levels naturally. Weight training, especially compound movements like squats and rows, has been shown to help. Managing stress is equally crucial. High cortisol can suppress testosterone production. Getting quality sleep, cutting down on alcohol, and talking to your doctor about testing your levels can open the door to real solutions. Hormone replacement isn't for everyone, but it's worth exploring if symptoms persist. The key is not to suffer in silence. There are options, and you deserve to feel like yourself again. One of the most frustrating changes after 60 is the creeping stiffness that seems to show up without warning. Your knees ache when you get up from a chair. Your shoulders crackle when you reach for something high. Even a long walk can leave your hips sore. These aren't just signs of wear and tear. They're your body asking for support. Cartilage thins over time. Inflammation becomes more common. Old injuries resurface. And suddenly, pain becomes part of your daily routine. But pain doesn't have to define your golden years. Movement is medicine. Gentle stretching, yoga, or Tai Chi can help keep joints lubricated and muscles flexible. Anti-inflammatory diets, rich in omega-3s, turmeric, leafy greens, can calm chronic discomfort. Physical therapy can retrain movement patterns and reduce stress on the joints. And for those dealing with arthritis, there are safe medications and injections that can offer real relief. The goal isn't to be pain-free every second. It's to build a toolbox of strategies that make each day easier and more comfortable. Digestive issues are another part of aging that sneaks up silently. Maybe it's more gas than usual, or you feel bloated even after a light meal. Constipation becomes more frequent. These changes aren't just annoying. They're signs that your digestive system is slowing down. Enzyme production decreases. Gut flora becomes imbalanced. And medications for other conditions may add to the problem. Supporting your gut after 60 means being intentional. First, drink more water. Most men don't, and dehydration is a major contributor to constipation. Add more fiber through whole foods like oats, berries, and beans. Consider a quality probiotic to restore balance in the gut. And be mindful of the medications you're taking. Some, like antacids and painkillers, can wreak havoc on digestion over time. Small shifts in your diet and habits can mean big relief in your daily comfort. Imagine the difference this could make in your quality of life. Have you ever found yourself stumbling over nothing or feeling just a bit unsure on stairs? That's not clumsiness. It's a decline in balance and coordination, a common and dangerous change after 60. Your inner ear, vision, and proprioception, your sense of where your body is in space, all start to dull slightly. The result? A higher risk of falls, which can lead to serious injury and loss of independence. The solution is practice. Yes, balance can be trained, just like strength. Simple exercises like standing on one foot while brushing your teeth or walking heel to toe in a straight line can strengthen your stability. Tai Chi and yoga are excellent for rebuilding that connection between mind and body. Vision checks are also crucial. Depth perception and peripheral vision play a huge role in how steady you feel. And if medications are making you dizzy, talk to your doctor. Fall prevention begins with awareness and action. This is something few people prepare you for. After 60, retirement, empty nests, and even the loss of friends or a spouse can lead to quiet but deep feelings of loneliness or sadness. It's not just about being alone. It's about feeling unseen. Men especially are less likely to talk about emotional pain, and as a result, depression and anxiety can go unnoticed and untreated. You may find yourself withdrawing, feeling irritable, or waking up in the middle of the night with your mind racing. So how do you push back against this emotional drift? First, connect. Whether it's a local group, volunteering, or simply calling an old friend once a week, connection is medicine for the soul. Physical activity also boosts endorphins and reduces stress. Consider therapy not because something's wrong, but because your emotional well-being deserves the same care as your body. Spirituality, journaling, pets, whatever helps you feel grounded and connected. Lean into it. Aging doesn't have to mean isolation. It can be a season of rich, meaningful relationships if you choose to seek them out. As we've explored today, what happens to a man's body after 60 isn't just a list of symptoms or limitations. It's a call to attention, and more importantly, a call to action. Yes, there are changes. Some are frustrating, others are frightening. But every challenge we face in this chapter of life is also an opportunity to learn, to adapt, and to reclaim control. This stage of life is not a downhill slide. It's a powerful time to rebuild, reflect, and renew. When you take time to understand your body's signals, when you respond with care instead of fear, you shift the narrative from loss to leadership. You don't have to be 25 to feel strong. You just have to be informed, proactive, and compassionate with yourself. If this discussion resonated with you, and you're ready to embrace aging as an adventure rather than an endpoint, then please take a moment to subscribe to Aging Gracefully 60. Your support helps us continue creating valuable content designed specifically for you. Hit that like button if you found this video helpful, and share it with anyone you know who could benefit from these insights. And, as always, remember to leave your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your perspective enriches our entire community. Together, we can redefine what it means to age gracefully.